And continuing on. Stay to your right though if you want to. You don't have to follow the direction of the merge. And we'll take our next left-hand turn that's just coming up on the bend here. So slowing it down, moving to your left now. Turning left just into here, and then first right. Excellent, good job. We're going to turn right here, and then we're going to turn right back onto the main road. Somebody knows what a stop sign is. Good work. Just got to make sure you're in first gear before you come to a stop though, okay? Not many people see that the first time through, so good work. My dirty little tricks aren't working today. Moving to your left now, and we're going to turn left at the lights. Now when you got past, oncoming car was closer to us of course, then that's the one time we want to move to the oil slick, okay? Don't forget you got your rear brake there that you can stop with too if you don't have your hand on the front brake properly. So that's the issue with only using one finger to brake with. Always use your whole hand to brake with the front brake lever, okay? Oncoming cars, so moving back to our left. There we go. Island in the middle of the road, where would we want to be? Yep. Go checks. If you don't hear a direction, just follow the road as it goes, okay? Now I'm just going to, when we're on a road that's as wide as what this one is, we tend to ride closer to the middle of the road than the edge. So right here's the left-hand wheel track that I'm in. The line in the middle. Alright, so yeah, whenever you're on the edge, that's what I'm talking about. You can go back past me. The reason why we want to be where we are is because it's less tempting for cars to want to go around us. I hope that was not my tyre. Turning right. Oh, there was a little stick or something in the middle of the road there. Just caught my tyre. What gear are we in there first? Yeah, don't be in first, be in second, okay? If you can hear the bikes really revving at you, upshift. Yeah, well, then yeah, you can change, yeah. Indicator off. Right hand wheel track at the moment, we don't want to be in that oil slick. Oncoming cars, so now we move back over to our left. Okay, checking the side street. Yep, try not to cut the corner. Excellent. Then we can just stay to our left because we've got the oncoming car. we've got the blind corner coming up. Right-hand wheel track now, so we can be away from all these bushes and things that can hide behind them. Now we're going to head check the side street, and then we're going to change back to our left. So moving back to your left now, head checking the side street to our right, and now we're in position for the blind corner. So sometimes you've got to plan ahead like that. Head checking the side street to the right, okay? Try not to cut the corner. Being in a particular gear for a turn, we tend to want to be in the gear before we actually take the turn, because usually we don't want to be shifting gears midway through a turn, like the roundabout for example. But if you have to, you have to. Line checks. And at the end of this road, we're going to turn right. Make sure we look over our shoulder when we're changing our wheel track positions. Now, if you use that rear, you're not going to lose your balance as much, and you're not going to have to walk the bike along with your left foot as much. That's alright. So that's alright. When I'm braking, I use my front first, then I bring in my rear shortly afterwards, and then I brake together. So then you're technically using both brakes to brake with, because then by the time you're riding slowly, you can just let go of that front brake. You're already using the rear, so you can already feel how much you're giving it. We'll turn left at the round. So like here, slowing down together, and now just using my rear on its own. Just getting off the rear and taking the turn. So that's pretty much how you want to brake for most intersections or roundabouts and stuff. Because then when we're riding down at low speed, we're using that rear brake to help us. Getting ourselves up to 70. Up ahead you can see the road widens up. Follow it out wide, okay? Yeah, basically. Left-hand wheel track though, not on the oil slick. There we go, about there. Up to 70. The reason why we didn't want to follow the road was because we don't want to invite cars to go around us. Keeping our speed up. Use all your fingers on the brake lever. If you only use one finger to brake with all the time, when you get into a real emergency, you use the brakes correctly, like we do in the quick stops. So that's what we're trying to blow is muscle memory. If we always use the brake the same way, then when it really the way that we need to, At the roundabout up ahead, we're going to turn left. So yeah, when we do use the front brake, we use all our fingers. Brake together, and then just use the rear. Wheel track so we can get off that oil slick. If you can see that you're riding on the dirt, get off it as soon as possible. Good head check. So right hand wheel track, I'm left. Yep, so we're just following the guidelines. So it's right-hand wheel, we're turning left, or if there's a vehicle in the middle of the island. So if there's nothing else happening, we don't worry. Whereas the other guideline, where it's just a normal two-way road without the island, it's right-hand wheel track unless there's an oncoming car or blind corner coming up. So just two guidelines there that just take away the guesswork on where you need to be. For example, looking up the road now, parked cars in the middle of the island. Head checking the side. And careful with the speed. Excellent. Might have oncoming cars coming up ahead with the parked cars on the left. We've got a bike lane here on our left, so that gives us a buffer from the parked cars, so we can stay in our left-hand wheel track if there's oncoming cars. Like this four-wheel drive coming at us, we can just stay in our left here because the bike lane gives us a buffer from those parked cars. Alright, so at these lights we'll turn right. Remember, looking right, looking left before we take off. So as quickly as right, left go. There we go. Seem to be adapting a lot better today. It's up. Like, a lot of people don't realise to use that rear brake more often. Yep. Front brake and the throttle all at the same time. I mean, you can do it, but it's just easier once you're like we are now, just to use the front brake and then our throttle hand's completely free. But yeah, anything above 20 k's an hour, always use your front brake first. the way up to 60. Now we can get up to 70. Bit of a blind corner. We'll move over now while the road's still going straight because it'll be easier. And voila, there's more cars coming. At the roundabout, we're going to turn left. So front brake, rear, and now just rear brake on its own. So the gear, each time you go down a gear, listen and feel how the bike's operating. If things feel smooth and it's revving, you're probably in a good gear. If the bike goes really, you know you need to shift downwards.